welcome back to the College Championship. We are going into game number 3 between University of St. Thomas and Bay State. And this might be the last game, Cubby. Right here, teleport coming through from Bay State to try to go for the collapse. UST have a feeling things are a little too quiet, so Bajani, they finally see Serenon, Spear rushing on forward, Chuki's coming on through with a charm, bullet time right over the wall, doesn't quite kill anybody just yet, but Chuki is soon to fall. Kitsu gets the reset, he gets a few of these kills, that's 4 taken down from Bay State. Bajani, despite getting the TP behind them, Bay State cannot make the play happen. University of St. Thomas, a new name to the scene, a new championship to be crowned here in 2022. It's UST, baby!
For Collegiate League of Legends, Huefest is probably the biggest tournament in the fall. It's the only one that we know is guaranteed for a LAN event. Coming here and being able to show up big means a lot to us because it stands a lot to prove how we defend and how we move forward after our CLO championship. We're able to showcase like we still are the top dog, and with all the programs changing their rosters and moving forward with a lot of different stuff to try to compete for the spot, we still want to prove like, yes, we are number 1. Doesn't matter what you do, we will beat them. We will beat you, we will beat everyone.
Going into this, we didn't really know we would place. You know, obviously we knew that we were the CLO winners, the last Huefest winners, but we never really had like a lot of practice with media support because this was such a last minute decision. So we didn't really know how everything was going to slot in. But one of the things that I told the players is that I'm a stage player. None of them really believed me, but they are stage players as well. And it just kind of was convenient that as soon as we got into the first game, we realized that we were just significantly better than everyone we were playing against. And we really feel that way just about with every team that we go into. And it's not to be cocky, it's more just to be confident. I don't really feel like you should ever go into a game thinking that you're worse than the other players. And so I just try to remind the players that, and it doesn't really matter who we play against, we should just always go into it expecting to win.
If you want to do a big match to go, it's that Texas support. Texas. Good luck.
Okay, it's so cringe, man. Like, everybody's just like, Irma 3-manning, but there's a solo.
Who's this?
The only mode now. Sean.
Am I supposed to take a guess? Oh, it's Sean. How did I know?
Yeah,
I just do already.
I mean, no, Edward gets run by it.
Are you there? You just run in 1 versus 4 as well.
Yeah, if we win, then we play 2 more matches tomorrow. So like this is the semifinals of the winners section. Tomorrow would be winners finals, and then there's grand finals. Game 1 was kind of a test, really. You know, we didn't really know how we were going to perform on stage. We know how the rest of the 4 players play, but we don't really know how I play on stage. And so it was kind of just getting out jitters, but also just kind of like getting info on the other team. One thing that we're really strong about, or just good in general about, is like adapting. And so if we drop a game, you can never really count us out. And so once we lost game 1, we just talked about what we need to improve on, things we need to play differently. And then of course game 2 and game 3 are pretty easy. Harrisburg shouldn't be as high as they are. I don't know if that's just like event bias that they're putting them that high. But they are not better than SLU. I don't think they're better than many teams in this event. And so the fact that we got over the hurdle of SLU, we're kind of going to this maybe too cocky or too confident. But it's just a result of what we think about the other players and the other teams that we're playing against right now. I want to win very quickly so I can go to bed. I am ready to sleep.
in the first game, they gave us our 3 main champions on the top side. We've been playing this comp for over a year, and they kind of disrespected us by not banning it. I mean, they respected us last year when we played them, but this year they kind of just gave it to us, and we just rolled them, so it was pretty easy. I mean, I'm feeling really good. They're on the back foot, and you know, it feels really pretty easy. I think we're gonna take this handily.
Holy fuck! I thought you were ulting in, so I was like, oh, this is fine. No, we're good.
Hey everybody, Akinol here once again at the Hue Invitational 2022 live from Harrisburg University.
Oh yeah, Grandview versus St. Thomas. This one is going to be good, let me tell you that. Both of these teams meeting right here in the winners finals. And we can go ahead and take a look at the bracket that we are going to be having as well. Go ahead and take a look at how we made it here. This is the winner side of the bracket. You can see Grandview, they recently took out Fisher College. University of St. Thomas, they recently took out Harrisburg to make it to this point.
But now we see here Grandview going up against the team that took the title at Hue 2021. Not only that, but also CELO 2022 champions, so they're up and on the rise.
We're viewing Huefest as like a way of showing that we're still on top. Like, we know how to win, and we know that we can win. Even with some setbacks and everything stopping us, we still push forward and compete as well as we can.
Yeah, going into the match against Grandview, as a team and as an org, and just as a college, they're pretty disrespectful. Just the way that they behave just in person and then also just online, you know, really show that we're just the better program overall. But it's also very uncommon for them to ever really win anything. So I can understand why it's pretty easy for them to get as hype and excited as they do, and they probably don't realize that it comes off disrespectful. But we're not really nervous at all. Every other team here is basically better than them. So if we can beat those teams, then we have no problem winning against this team.
Back to back, and I mean, if this squad starts to get this Dragon Ball rolling, as you stated, I mean, whew, we might be getting to the end, which is Z. So let's see if it's gonna happen as the flash goes in.
Oh, hey, there we go. The Emperor's survived, but it's not enough. Robbie Bob ends up taking a lot of damage, but it was perfectly timed because Kitsuo is there. Out comes the Cannon Barrage. First blood going over to Robbie Bob.
Texas gonna be there, making sure that everybody gets out A-OK. Beautiful stuff coming in from UST. That's what you want to see. The duo yet again, jungle and mid taking over. This right here is UST starting to turn the tables right now.
They know he's in the bush, right? They know this, right?
Yeah, and here we go. Here comes the engagement, but how well is this one gonna go?
There's the cycle and the flash at the same time as the cataclysm on the backside. It's the final chapter, but there's just too much damage from UST. 1-2, Pluto is the final target. Vocaloid cannot get there in time, and it ends up being a double kill as the flash towards the backside comes through. Ace from Robbie Bob, and this spells the end of the game. University of St. Thomas, they continue to reign supreme.
UST able to pick up the victory. Everyone, you can hear the crowd happy and cheering. So happy to see this squad move on to the grand final.
You got an objective. That's like Coach Toka, man. Good job, of course. Coach Toka? Coach Toka. All right, we go? Yeah. We go in the middle? No, we go.
So, what do you want other collegiate League of Legends teams to think about when they're getting ready to play the University of St. Thomas?
I just want them to remember that no matter who they ban or how they draft, they're still going to lose. I think they all know that, but it's a good reminder.
We came off of pretty great wins yesterday. We have a lot of confidence. We don't want to lose that. And as long as we're going into it with our effort, as 100% of our effort, we really shouldn't have any reason to struggle against any of these teams. And so as long as we stick to what we know and we stick to what we're good at, we should have no problem.
My name is Dean Merrick. You might know me as Rebel Fox. I'm a freelance color caster analyst for League of Legends and other esports and such. For UST, I mean, they're just still cleaning up. This is the same roster for the most part that just won CELO. They are the top dogs and they've earned it more than anything else. So,
Porsche Had to flash, gotta dodge a Q. Cannot escape from this one. It's first blood, of course, going over to Bajani. But now can Kitsuo make something happen? He's gonna flash in response. There's one kill. Can Bajani get away from this one with enough time? Kitsuo's gonna be able to get the slow, get the chomp down. All he needs is one more quick ability, and there it is. A double kill in response. They lost first blood, but they get DK. Is being pumped out by St. Thomas.
And now this is a really big play here. UST basically gets Baron untouched. There's nothing that's really there. There's no contest to come through from the side of Fisher. It's already half dead. Even if they got there right now, they'd only be fishing for a fight more than anything. Is DMK might try to make it happen with the ultimate, but
oh, they're gonna trade targets here. It's Serenok going on a rampage. He's able to take down the one. Shogo takes down the Baron in response though. And oh no, Bajani's going to fall. It's a double kill being picked up here for Shogo. Enthralled, having to flash away. Shogo with the flash over and so much damage coming from this man. He finds himself a double kill and they find themselves a push into mid.
I think this might be the end of the game. If not, it's definitely sufficient to be able to collapse the mid inhibitor, which certainly would lead to more than enough positioning with as strong as they are. They're going to win the game.
Out comes final chapter, but still not going to be enough. And an incredible aggro swap coming through to guarantee that none of them fall here. All 5 members of UST come out ahead, and all it took was, what, 25 minutes?
So UST step up big for game number 1. They've destroyed everyone in this tournament, and they want to continue that dominance here in the finals. It's everything you could ask for from the side of Fisher.
And these are worthwhile sacrifices, right? Oh no, a little bit of experience, a little bit of farm. Hey, they can catch up on that. They can recover that. And in fact, if they're so far ahead, they can steal it away from the enemy jungle. Oh my god, they're going to take Shogo down here. No way! It's Enthralled finding another kill. It's 0-4 right now in favor of Fisher.
It is exactly, they've set the bottom lane up to succeed so heavily now. Double kill for the Sivir, double kill for the Zoe. Top side of the map is kind of a comfort matchup as well. Feeling good for Fisher. UST, they got to find a way to stabilize, right? Like that bottom lane is now but the recipient of a couple of ganks and a couple of kind of roams and things like that.
I want to drop out this quickly, but again, you cannot discount how far ahead UST can get themselves. And here's the big thing, right? UST is so good at recognizing a single mistake that has been made, and then they recover so much off of that. But Kitsuo, he's caught out. Once again, the roam here from Serenok into the bottom side. Kitsuo looking to engage on this one in that dragon form. In on the opposite side, there comes Old Pal, and it's too much damage. Robbie Bob trying to get the engage, but oh no, he misses the ultimate. It's so well played, he flashes away, but it's likely not going to be enough time and distance. Actually, he goes in for the re-engage. Shogo's on the backside. It's too much. Texas trying to go in, finds the flash. A big shutdown thanks to the E coming through that rend. Can they find yet another one here? There was the rend, but it wasn't quite enough damage to bleed. Just a bit too much, and now it is Fisher on the run. There it is, DMK looking for yet another initiation here in the mid side. The Shyvana stacking up quite a bit more creep, but we can see the pings coming through. Kitsuo making his way up top here. A beautiful barrel, but is it going to be enough as Porsche flashes forward? And he manages to get the kill. There will be a bit of recourse here as Kitsuo should be able to find the response to take out Benjani. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. No way he gets out alive.
You gotta love beautiful ribbon play when you see it, and that was some beautiful, beautiful ribbon play right there. It's underneath the bottom tower. Enthralled can't take an ability. See, because it doesn't even require the double trouble bubble. It does not require the auto attack either. As against the dragon, UST has the first one. They're looking for the second one, looking for something to fight here.
Ooh, big engage, huge pop-up coming out of Robbie Bob, and they're going to do so much damage. Serenok having to flash back, but it's going to be enough. The ultimate coming out of Gangplank, doing some severe damage and allowing UST to continue this fight. Enthralled taking too much to remain here. The dragon still only at a sliver of health here, and there it is. They find themselves the second dragon. They find themselves some objective prowess, and Enthralled now is stuck between rock and a hard place, and There's not even a mouth fight on the field. It's a big win now for UST, 6-9.
To his health bar. I think this goes down just too fast, though. You're also smiting into Smite, and you're smiting into Callista. It's already over half down. It's going to have to be a miracle seal right here, as they even have vision. Ultimate goes down to make sure that there's no play from Enthralled.
Oh, there it goes. Out comes the Cataclysm on top of it, but once again, the damage is too much. Shogo able to find the one. There's the recalls coming through, but they're not going to be allowed. Serenok, anybody looking for any piece of UST that they can grab onto, but it's not enough, and now you see Fisher College just trying to gather the remains. Speaking of dominating, you see on backside, the quickness does come out, but once again, it's too much damage. Kitsuo gonna be able to find the one. Porsche taking down another. There's the Cannon Barrage. They're gonna continue the fight. It's the flash wave. I can't win top. It's a double kill as Enthralled goes down. Porsche trying to continue this fight, taking a couple tower shots, and once again, UST find way too much pressure. FC Fisher College has to run away, and Serenok is so close to losing his life. Luckily for him, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow is not quite up yet.
Got another wave. They're gonna be able to push it in tower. I think the resets might buy them enough time to maybe save the inhibitor, but that's about it, because you've got nothing else. Yone's going to be heading to the top side, probably be cracking those towers as well. Everything crumbling around themselves from the side of Fisher. It's just waiting for UST to wrap this one up. They've got such a tight grip on the victory of this game. This might even be the last push if a fight goes badly here from Fisher.
Possibly could. They're looking to lock down these. Remember, the Enchanter Crystal Air actually locks down inside of the Cataclysm. Shogo is absolutely godlike. That is a correct description for this place. And this is the end of the game. UST once again has solidified themselves as the #1 college team here by taking the HUE Invitational 2022 and 2021.
2 years in a row they've been able to do this. This team has just been incredible from the get-go and showing off. First, it was Gateway last year, and they've just continued an array of dominance since that moment, and they've just been incredible ever since. They know walking in that they are now the favorites. I think everybody knows walking in that they are now the favorites to win just about everything.
You guys played your hearts out. Any last words you want to sound to the audience? You can look straight into the camera right there. Say what you want.
Today, I lost my mom. It was something that I was considering not coming to this event for. And she was actually the one who told me that I shouldn't miss any opportunity for her. And so every match I went into, it was for her. And so winning today feels very surreal, and I know she's with me every time.
Yeah, my mom never really understood the whole esports thing. You know, I've been playing this game for 13 years, and she just never really kind of expected it to pay off at all, and I guess to be fair, I didn't either. And so it wasn't really until I got picked up for collegiate that she started kind of, she was always a supporter, but she was never really like watching games and kind of just like, you know, asking how my players are doing and all that kind of stuff. And so yeah, it just meant a lot to be able to be here and be able to win, because I know it's what she would have wanted me to do. There's really no other way to explain it other than just saying that they're family, right? The kind of bonds that you have with these guys, saying anything less would be disrespectful to them. They were people that surrounded me in times where I was a really shit coach, and there are people that surrounded me in times when I was a really good coach, and they all crafted me into the person and the coach and the player and everything that I am today. And so, you know, I contribute everything that I am to the people who are around me, and I would not be anything without them. So it would, again, they're just family. I accept that things happen for a reason, and I'm just letting the river take me wherever it is that it's taking me, right? When I came here to UST, I didn't come here with a plan. I didn't really come here with any 2-year, 3-year plan. I just wanted to be the best in the moment, and it took me to where I am today. And so I'm very confident in what I'm able to make happen with very little. And so if UST is not in my future, I feel like it would be fine to close the chapter in collegiate. Hopefully it means that I'm able to get an opportunity somewhere else, maybe professional. But if not, I'm always okay with just moving on. I think this is a really cool ending to a chapter that may not exist anymore in terms of moving forward.